Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm actually going to be doing some holiday glam makeup. So I'm basically went in with like this beautiful golden eye and this very bold lip. So if you guys want to go on ahead and see how I got this amazing look, please keep on watching. So for primer today I'm going to be using the Ole Henrickson Banana Bright Face Primer, and this is just so that way I can get a nice radiant look, even though the foundation I'm going to be using does provide that radiant look. We're going to put this on the face. For foundation, I'm going to go on ahead and use the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydrating, the Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. Sorry you guys, it does not want to show with the light. I'm in a shade 3W1 Tawny. I've been in the back of my hand. One of the things I like about this foundation is it's very dewy. It feels actually very hydrating, which is what I love. Especially now since we've hit the fall months, or now that we are getting that cold front here. Alright, so now that the base is done, I'm gonna go on ahead and use my Try and True for brows, the Benefit Precising My Brow, and this is in shade 4. I'm actually gonna do the brows off camera so that way I don't make this video long, and then I will proceed on and doing the eyes. So BRB. Alright, brows are done. So I am going to go on ahead and now move on to today's eyeliner primer. I'm going to go in with the Milani eyeshadow primer. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago and so far I do like this eyeshadow primer. You do have to of course blend this out with either a brush or a beauty blender because this is a little bit on the difficult side to blend. I'm actually going to be creating a golden eye look and with a paired in with a bold lip, just so that way we have a very simple eye with just have a nice festive eye with something bold attached to it. So for today's palette, I'm actually going to go in with the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Out of all the palettes that Natasha Denona has released, this actually has been my favorite. One of the things I really am not a huge fan of when it comes down to these palettes here that have like the kind of like the leathery sort of type of textile is the fact that when you open it, like the shades are basically have this plastic sheet with all the shades, as opposed to the newer palettes that she has been releasing where it's like the with the plastic where it has all the shades on there. So yeah, pretty much you guys can see. As you guys can kind of see, this is pretty much an all-around palette. I do actually love this palette. I've used this quite a bit ever since it was released. So with this palette here, you can definitely create your neutral looks, you can create smoky looks, you can create your colorful looks. So you guys can see there's some dual chromes in here. So yeah, basically an all-around useful palette. So for today's look, as I stated, I'm gonna create a golden eye. So I'm actually gonna be using like these kinds of tones here. This one here in the corner. I might use this duochrome. So yeah, so I'm gonna go around ahead and take my A Sigma E35, which is a tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade. I'm gonna go on ahead and try to do Sandstone first on the crease just to see how it turns out. If not, I'm gonna go in with the shade Dijon. I had to memorize some of these shades here. So I'm gonna start with this one first and I'm gonna put it into the crease. Unfortunately, since I'm filming on my iPhone, I'm not able to zoom you guys in and I don't wanna be too close to the camera. So yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and try this out. Alright, so we pretty much laid down the base. Now I'm gonna go in with the same brush and I'm gonna go in with Dijon. And this is just so that way we can get that beautiful like golden yellow, or as basically that mustard base in there, so that way we have it there. blended it in with the crease color as well. Alright, so now that I am done with the crease, I'm gonna move forward. As you guys can kind of see, it's a little bit brownish, but in real life it kind of just give out like a camel look. So I will be taking the shade Oro, which is this one here, and I'm going to be putting it all throughout the lid. So I am going to be using this dual-ended brush that came with the Urban Decay Naked 2 palettes. I actually do like these dual-ended brushes because they're very useful. I'm actually going to try and test out this shade. And my biggest problems, a lot of times my biggest problems with shimmers is that a lot of times it will not pick up on a brush. So when you put this on the eyelid, a lot of times it doesn't come up. And I don't want to use Fix Plus or setting spray to like wet these. So let's see how this works. So oh wow. Oh wow, it is golden. It is definitely pigmented, I will say this. So I'm actually gonna be tapping this in all around the lid, just so that way it adheres and you see the color as opposed to swiping it. Because a lot of times when you swipe shadow, when you start doing it like this, swiping it, you don't get the color payout that you're looking for, as opposed to just tapping it in, and that way you at least get that color in there. If you want to intensify it more, you can use either MAC Fix Plus or any type of setting spray. If you don't prefer using Fix Plus, I don't personally use Fix Plus for shadows unless I really have to. Unless I really want to get pigmentation out of it, then I would recommend and I would use it. So I'm now putting this all over the shadow here and all over the lid. And as you guys can kind of see, it's looking very, very pigmented. Actually going to take a clean blending brush, just so that way we don't mix in color. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. As you guys can kind of see, it's very tiny. We've done the left eye. I'm gonna go on and move on to the right eye. Going to do the arduous task of adding grass. I'm not gonna add it to the whole lid. I'll probably just put it into the center just to make it maybe like kind of like create some sort of halo effect on it, just so that way we can bring the attention to the center of the eye and not all of it. You want to still maintain that gold. Basically the point of it is I want to maintain the gold color in it, but at the same time we want to create that extra oomph to the shade. So I'm gonna lightly shade this into the center, and with this I'm also gonna go in patting motions as well, so you guys can kind of hopefully it kind of picks it up, so you guys can kind of see we're doing this. I think I'm gonna have to go back on my word and use Fix Plus on this because this is not picking up. That's a problem with I think I'm gonna go back on my word and use Fix Plus on. So now I'm gonna go try and wet the brush here with Fix Plus on the other end. Let me see if this will pick up the shade. Okay, so hopefully this will make it easier. I don't know. Again, you guys can kind of, let me just move forward so you guys can kind of see like it looks gold, but then we hit into the center of the eye and it looks a little bit more shiny. It looks a little bit more like oomph to it. So I'm gonna try and do this to the other eye, hopefully. So basically adding Fix Plus works. For my mascara today, I'm actually going to be using the Air Volume Mega Mascara from L'Oreal. I actually picked this up on Wednesday and I've been using it. No, actually I picked this up on Tuesday, and not gonna lie, I actually do like this mascara. So I'm gonna curl my eyes and then put on some mascara and then put the lashes on. So now, as you guys can kind of see, hopefully the camera picks it up, but like, look how big how voluminous my lashes look with this mascara. This is just the left eye. Once we get to the right eye, it's gonna look amazing. See, and look at the right eye. How, I mean, unfortunately, iPhone has to pick it up, but you guys can kind of see, like, this is how great the mascara is. I mean, you could leave it without the you could go with this look without lashes, but if you really want to be very glam, we'll go in with lashes. Now for my lashes today, I'm gonna go in with Ardell, and these are the Faux Mink lashes in 811. What I like about these is that they flare out the end. You use like these big voluminous fake lashes. Sometimes like the lash will cover like the eyelid, and sometimes you won't be able to see the look. So sometimes with kind of these looks, if you want to put the you focus more on the eyes, so that way people can see like the shades you're using, you can always go in with these kind of lashes. And glue here, I'm gonna put this on my lashes. Go ahead and apply my lashes now. That I put on the lashes, I'm gonna go right on in and do my spot conceal, my brightening before I do my under eyes, so I can finish off the eye look. So for my concealer today, I'm actually gonna go in with Nars. Spot conceal is gonna be ginger. For under eye and all around brightening, it's gonna be custard. Cover up whatever is whatever the foundation could not cover. So usually around the chin area, and usually it's just my acne scarring that I'm just covering up. I don't have a problem with like redness or anything like that. It's just mainly those areas that I'm covering. And keep in mind, this is all you need in the under eye. You don't need a lot, you just need enough. I'm gonna go right on it in and blend it out. So basically what I do is I blend out usually like my forehead, the nose, and my chin, and also my upper and my cupid's bow before I actually go in into my under eye, just to make sure, give it some time to like dry out, and that way we can increase a little bit the coverage. If I need to add more coverage, I will go in, but usually it will be under here, not up here. Alright, so now I'm gonna move on to powder. Lately my chin or my mouth area has been really dry, so I'm actually gonna avoid powdering that area. I'm just gonna powder under my eyes, lightly under my eyes, my forehead, and possibly my nose, just because I'm possibly gonna go out and do some errands. I don't want my entire makeup coming off, which I think after a while I kind of just stopped caring. So for my setting powder, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. I'm gonna take my beauty blender, and then I'm just gonna tap off the excess, just so that way we don't have a lot of powder. Grab my mirror and just pull it like so. Now I'm gonna take whatever is left over and then probably go in and dip again. And then we're just gonna go in and lightly tap the nose, just so that we can lightly set that area. I'm gonna go in and continue with the rest of the eye look. So for eyeliner, I'm actually gonna go in, I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I was supposed to take, got the wrong shade. Be right back. For eyeliner, so I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs Highliner in the shade Earthquake, and I'm actually gonna do under my waterline, take it down below, and then just go in more with those crease colors. Now that we have the under eyes done, I'm gonna take a pencil brush and I'm just gonna go around and just blend in whatever eyeliners blended or basically went into the lash line. Go back in with the gold palette. Sorry, I stuck this here, so I gotta stick it. And I'm gonna go in and take Dijon under my eye, and then blend also, and then I'm gonna also use sandstone to blend it out as well. So take this blending brush and then just very carefully lightly go in. Usually we prefer to go in with like some sort of smudger brush, but I'm too lazy to get those brushes out. Look, I'm gonna go in with a very small amount of mascara under the eye. Eye look is now completed, so now I am gonna go in and finish the rest of my face. So for bronzer, I'm actually gonna be going in with the Marc Jacobs Omega Tantastic, the Omega Bronzer and Tantastic. This is the one that smells like coconut. I'm gonna use this bronzer here, and then for my brush, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. pointed powder brush here. And with blush, and again, this is just gonna be very simple face makeup. I'm gonna go in and use my favorite blush for the winter months, which is the Rocketour. As you guys can kind of see, start hitting pan on this. And I'm gonna take for my brush, I'm gonna take my multitask brush, apply some highlighter. For my highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. I've actually been enjoying this. So you guys can see this is what it looks like. What I like a lot about this highlighter is that it's not a super intense highlighter. It gives you like that beautiful glow from within. So sometimes, you know, glam doesn't necessarily have to mean in your face. Sometimes you just want to focus, you know, you want to focus or put the focus on maybe one part of your face. Maybe you want the eyes to be the focus, maybe you want the lips. So now or oftentimes you want both. So I'm gonna put this into the high points of my cheeks and for my forehead. You guys can see this gives that beautiful glow from within. You can layer this product if it's not up to if it's not up to your liking. So I would usually get up and get another setting spray, but I really don't feel like setting up again. So I'm actually gonna take my Fix Plus setting spray and just gonna set my face before I go in with lips. So yeah. While this is drying up, I'm gonna go on ahead and now do lips. So I'm gonna be doing a bold lip mix with this. So I went ahead and dug up in my lip collection. I'm gonna be using MAC lip liner or lip pencil in the shade Soar. And I'm gonna be using the Colourpopxiluvsarahii collab, and this is their Ultra Matte Lip, and this is in the shade Mamacita. I don't think this is available anymore. So yeah, basically I'm just shopping my own stash in this tutorial, or for the most part in all my tutorials I'm gonna be basically shopping my stash. So there are going to be some products that unfortunately are not available anymore, so I do apologize for that. So I'm going to first line my lips. Usually my preferred lip liners are always going to be either Subculture or Stripped Down. Usually I prefer nudes, but for this lip, this is the darkest. I think I have another darker one, but I think that one's a little bit more berry. This one is more like a deep wine type of color. Or I think, you know what, I think I could have used the other one, but you know what, whatever. I already have it. I already put this on my lips, so we're gonna use this. So, oh no, never mind. Okay, so I'm applying this as carefully as I can. Very careful on pursing the lips, just because that way we don't stain it. And then I'm probably gonna have to go in with concealer and just clean up some of these areas. So I'm gonna go in with ginger, just a smidge of it on my Sigma Concealer F75 brush, just enough to where we can clean it. So All right, so I went ahead and fixed the lip look. So pretty much, you know, if you want this is nice glam look for the holidays, or if you just want to go on ahead and just be glam for no reason, you can pretty much reuse this. So yeah, pretty much if you guys like this video and you guys want to keep on, you know, continue seeing more of my content, you know, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button before you guys leave. Hit the notification bell to be reminded of all of my new uploads, and have yourselves basically a safe holiday season. So yeah, bye.